Ding dong, the grand bargain is dead. Now, I know some of you are speculating when I say this that I'm saying that the grand bargain is dead because of all the scandals that have absorbed the Republican Party, and because now they know for sure that President Obama is the devil because he controls this IRS, which doesn't hand out tax-exempt status like one hands out candy at Halloween, that they are unable to make a deal with him. That is not the reason. That definitely contributes to it. But for me, the indicator that the grand bargain is truly dead is not that the Republicans may posture like they're no longer a partner. It is because the big institutional support for a grand bargain on the left, or I should say left of our political parties, the spectrum anyways, it has now just eroded big time. The Center for American Progress, as reported by Ryan Grimm in the Huffington Post, is walking away from the broad negotiations aimed at reaching a grand bargain. The pursuit of a deficit reduction deal that has dominated the political agenda since mid-2010. This would have centered around the cutting of Social Security in exchange for raising revenue in some fashion through presumably loopholes or some type of tax reform. Supposedly, according to Ryan Grimm, Cap's exit from the stage sends a powerful signal to the White House, leaving the president to craft a deal largely on his own should he continue to pursue it. I happen to be of the belief that Cap was released. I happen to believe that the White House says, okay, this is over. You're actually going to now give us cover to step back from a grand bargain. I believe that's the way this works in terms of that relationship. I have no inside information to back that up. It is just my sense of the way that these politics are played. The move has been in the works for some time, say senior Cap officials, and emerged publicly Wednesday in the form of a report by Michael Linden, the center's managing director for economic policy. It's time we reset economic policy in Washington to focus on growth instead of deficit reduction, says the Cap president, Neera Tanden. Now, she was equivocating, if I am correct, on the cuts to Social Security several weeks ago, maybe a couple of months ago, actually, on Up with Chris, if I'm not mistaken. So I believe that Center for the American Progress was feeling uncomfortable about this, but I think that they do not make this move unless people inside the White House say, yeah, go ahead. This is going to be off the table. We've got to pivot anyways. You're going to help us lead the way because you provide us some cover with the centrist in Washington. The report says that even if deficit reduction was a worthy goal several years ago, it no longer is, suggesting the debate about these issues is stuck in time and that context no longer exists. Cap Action Fund President Tom Perello said, we do not err on the side of subtlety. This is a big pivot with a lot of work behind it. Coincidentally, Ezra Klein has a piece in Wonk book today saying Democrats and Republicans alike need to readjust their policy stance based upon the reality of a changed deficit picture. Maybe just a coincidence. Maybe he just did this because he was aware of what Cap was doing. Maybe it's a more concerted effort. Who knows? But in this instance, I don't care. It bodes well for at least the beginning of the end of the age of austerity, or at the very least, its promotion by the Democrats. Thank goodness for small favors. What are you going to do?